We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
That result, really no surprise. It's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, 7.
57 to mine.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Fielded at about the 28. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this is going to set up 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return.
Go, get out there.
Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tubacchio. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. Odell Beckham Jr., the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Let's get ready. We're going to work. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Come on. Slip. We're going to 53. He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Here we go. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Greedy Williams picks it off. Cooper was the target there. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 25, check 25, check 25. Hurry, hurry.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Like that.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Six. We're going to 54. Wire. Undercut, undercut, undercut.
Check three.
26.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
44.
53. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go 47. He's telling you, tell him to right, tell him to right. We got 4, under. We got 4, 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, that one into the hands of Kane. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, kill. 27. 26.
Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it.
And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Check. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert! Mike 55! Hey, Delta! I'm coming! My God!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 43. We're going to 54. Why in? Mike 50. Hey. 26.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Big ass. So we're going to 54.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
We're going to 52. Back.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Kill. He's checking. Crack. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 3. Check 15. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in.
On first down, Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Hey, 47. Ready? 44.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Let's go, defense. Regular. Hurry. Hey, check 24. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Check 52. King.
They begin this drive with Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, exit. 54, 954. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Hey, Charlie. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go. Showing it. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Alpha. 57's Mike. Watch the pass. 57's the Mike. Watch it.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you can do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
44 is the Mike. Check. Watch the run. Under. 44, 47. Watch the slip.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Hey, kill. 47. Here go 46. Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. That's it.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line.
And the Cowboys first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
The tackle made by Terrence Mitchell. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Check. Rebuff. Bang. Pass it.
Swerve,
On first down, it's Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
57's a mic.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, look, 180.
54. Mike, 54. Kill. Joker.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Regular. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. It's our field.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Prescott now looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, 46. Wall, get wall. Shit. Check 4. Check. We're going to 54. Why here? Check. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check. Break now. We're going to 52. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Watch the screen. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam. Gun. That's
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Cowboy first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
44.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
47.
at the 41-yard line.
We're going to 54. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Get ready. He's coming. We're going to 53. Switch. Under 10. 10. Go. Get out there. 26.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. Those guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You got tape. We're going to 54.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here we go. All day, every day, any day. Kill. Hey, kill. 47. Hey, kill. Mike's 50. Let's pick it. Hey, kill. 26.
Draw play, Elliott. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Check. Slam. Hey, kill. 27. 54, Ryan. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Check. We're going to 54, Ryan. Check it out, Reed. 6.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Get ready.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, dude. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check the tight end. Check the tight end.
Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
To try again after the sack, Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, we got 3 down.
From the gun, Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 times. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Here we go, 46.
50, Mike, 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So that one will be accepted. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Check. Here we go, going to 52. Here we go, 47.
No, 50. And what's that? And what's the ball? 50's the mic. 50's the mic. And we heavy on the edges.
26.
Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 23 yards on the play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Prescott now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Hurry! Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the back. King.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Go. Hey, check Mike 57. Just run. It's our time.
From the 29, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Real. Check three.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got an open man. It's Radley. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, let's get set. Mike 54. Point it right. Hey, tight.
Back to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Get out there. Hey, watch the slant. We're going to 53.
Prescott to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
The 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check it backer. Check it backer. Check 99. Check 99. Quick dash. Quick dash. Come. Watch the edge. Gun.
Again, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He was brought down by Shedrick Redline. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Check 24, check 24.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Let's go.
Hey, 180. 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Regular.
Hey, switch gears. Check nickel.
Hurry.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Hey, alert 33.
54.
Hurry.
Check. Watch 54.
Five.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
King.
Here we go again.
They run. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This to win it in overtime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say...